Next up, at UFC Vegas 102, we got Connor Matthews taking on Jose Delgado. Connor Matthews, what are you doing? Connor Matthews, 7-2 in his career.
You talking to me?
Yeah. 3-2 in his last 5.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm just on my phone.
KO loss to Dennis Bazooka, taking on Jose Delgado. 8-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He is making his UFC debut. And this is going to go ahead and be a pretty fun matchup because Jose Delgado, dude, yo. Dude, look at that. Dude.
Crunk ain't dead, motherfucker.
Dude,
Crunk ain't dead, motherfucker.
Dude. Oh, my God. That shirt's only a medium.
Crunk ain't dead, motherfucker.
All right. Jose Delgado. He is parlaying some short notice success in the Contender Series into his UFC debut here. Style-wise, rangy striker, likes to use his kicks to stay on the outside. If he comes in, he fights well inside the pocket. And he's got that Mike Tyson style, like enter the pocket, bob, weave, just bah, rah, 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 and then rip. Again, I'm going to clarify, just like I did in the quick picks. I didn't say he's like Mike Tyson. I didn't say he's as good as. I just said he's got that same super tight type style when he comes in.
You said who is Mike Tyson?
I said Jose Delgado has that same enter the pocket, super high tight, and like big, huge bob and weaves. And congratulations. You're the same size as a 145-pounder.
I'm taller than Yusuf. Go look up his height.
When he comes in, he enters that pocket, he'll bomb away. He's got good upper body movement. He can grapple as well. Solid takedowns on the ground. Solid takedowns, then on the ground, he's looking to ground and pound. Overall, he's a well-rounded kid. All finish wins, so that's always a little bit of a flag there. Taking on Connor Matthews, a volume striker who moves forward. He throws everything he can, but he also receives everything he can. His striking differential is not great, and he gets hit a ton. You're going to see 5 of 7 wins are by submission. You're going to assume he's a jiu-jitsu nerd. He's not. A lot of those submissions are just snatched up in scrambles. He's a durable guy for the most part, sets an okay pace, well-rounded enough to hang. He is coming off that finish loss to Dennis Bazooka in his UFC debut. This is a fight that didn't have odds when I first broke it down. And I picked Jose. I said, I imagine Jose will be the favorite. We'll wait for the odds. And then we got the odds, and I was surprised. He's a pretty big favorite, too. 3-1, that's a bit of a stretch because, yeah, he's good. He's 8-1. He's got all finishes. But until you see somebody really in some trouble, you don't know what you're going to get. I'm going to pick Jose here. I think what we're going to get is a guy that comes forward, stays in the pocket, doesn't let Connor hit any sort of rhythm, potentially gets a takedown, grinds. I'm going with Jose. I was hoping he'd be like -120, -130, -300. Seems wide, but he does have a ton of power. He can find himself a finish, and Connor Matthews just got finished. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I like Connor Matthews. I was really high on Connor Matthews going in that Dennis Bazookian fight. I was like, listen, this guy is a tough son of a bitch.
Who the fuck's Dennis Bazookian?
What the fuck is his name?
Bazooka. Like the...
Doubt it. So I was really high on him going in the Dennis Bazookian fight, and off the rip, you could tell, like, like this guy is a little bit in trouble because I thought he was going to have the striking advantage and could be able to mix in the wrestling as well, and did neither one of those things. Obviously, he landed some shots, but you could tell he was a little bit overwhelmed in the striking. Eventually, he caught up with that knockout win, which I was very surprised. A tough guy like Connor Matthews, I've seen him get hit before. He seemed to handle shots pretty well, but I mean, he got sat down, he got put out, and Jose is probably twice the striker as Dennis Bazookian. So he's going to be in trouble on the feet. He cannot stay at range. I know that you want to box. You want to show that you're not this grapple-heavy guy, but at your core, you are a grappler. You really are a grappler, and in this fight, that's where you're going to have a slight advantage. You got to make this nasty. You got to make it gritty. You got to close the distance on this guy. You got to get him against the fence, use some physicality, try to climb his back, get in those situations where you can find a submission. I think he's going to be live more. I think he's going to be more live for submission in this fight than people realize. I think people forget that he is a really, I don't say like a super high-level grappler, but he is a good grappler, especially against like Jose Delgado. But I think the striking is going to be a little bit too much, and unless Jose gets too aggressive with his own offensive wrestling, which I don't think he should use at all, and he kind of gets swept and in a bad position, on the feet, Jose should be able to control this fight, and he should be able to defend the takedowns from Conor as well. So I like Conor. I respect his toughness. If he's able to pull this off, I think it's going to be by submission. I think it's like plus 1,600 or something. Worth a sprinkle to kind of hedge, I think, on the Jose side. But other than that, I think Jose should be able to handle this fight.
Yeah, I'm on that same side. I wish we were going to get better odds. Like I said, this is a fight that I broke down before there were any odds. I mean, we always take our notes and do our picks before looking at the odds, but I had no reference even after I made the pick. I said I think Jose is going to be the favorite here. I did not expect him to be a tremendous favorite, which is what we've got. But ultimately, it is what it is. We'll see if anything tightens or moves or if there's a prop that makes sense. But for now, straight picking Jose Delgado, as is Jakey Boy, $9,000 in DraftKings Fantasy. Might shoot that shot there because we did just see Conor get finished, and we may see it again. If you do want to unlock all the picks, the bets, the tools, if you want to get push notifications exactly when we place a bet, you can do all of that right now. Just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's $10 for every single thing that we do. One package, everything we do. And not only is it $10, it always has been, it always will be. In 2024, premium membership was $10. It was the greatest value in this space. Then we added a whole nother tool. We added the fight simulator. Did we touch the price? No. So now we're in 2025. We have the exact same premium membership.
How tall is Jan Blachowicz?
Jan Blachowicz, you are not the same size as Jan Blachowicz.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
He's leaning down. You can see him.
What are you talking about?
Look at his neck. Tell me
how tall is it? Somebody put in the chat how tall
Look at the head sizes. He's leaning down. And you're on your tippy toes. Show your feet.
If anything, he's closer to the camera, so he looks bigger than he is.
Just show the picture of you and I in the cage. That's all.
What are you talking about?
From Peak Fighting.
Yeah, you're tall. I never said you're not tall.
Well, but you're saying you're 6 feet, and I'm not 7 feet.